Hey guys, how you doing? It's Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your free MLB baseball previews and predictions today for Monday. It is May 12th. Hope you have yourself a good start to your Cash Out Monday. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by the Raymond Report. Come and kick the tires and test drive our website for free for 7 days. All you got to do is click the link in the descriptions. It's going to take you to atsstats.com, fill out the form, and we'll hook you up with a 7-day free pass courtesy of the Raymond Report right here at atsstats.com. All right, got 5 selections for you guys today. Had a pretty good weekend. In fact, look at that, our Sunday. And we had a free pick in the Dodgers. They beat Arizona. We pushed that under a game between the Mets and the Cubs. We had the Pirates winning at +1.5. We took that Geico Insurance. Then we had Tampa Bay Rays under, which was a nice winner. Detroit under, we hooked them right there. We had Chicago White Sox, got it there. We got the job done with the Giants, and the only loss we had yesterday on Sunday was the Halos under against Baltimore. So pretty good day overall. Let's get to your free play today. Pick number 1. In fact, let's go to the game between Cleveland and Milwaukee. I'm going to go to the Raymond Report, and I'm going to go to game number 1 where the Brewer crew are going to send Freddie Peralta to the hill with his 4-2 record at 2.18 ERA against Ben Lively, the righty who's 2-2, a 3.46 ERA. Now, looking at the numbers in this game, you can see Cleveland last 10, 6-4 straight up. They're on a 2-game losing streak, though. They lost their last game 3-0 to the Phillies. In fact, that was the ESPN Sunday night game of the week. And against Milwaukee in the last 10, not a great record, 2-8 overall. However, don't want to make this doom and gloom for the Cleveland Guardians, because that's where I'm going to lean here. I'm going to go with the Cleveland Guardians. And in the Raymond Report, you can see that anytime you have a team that's a B-type team, a team with a 50 to 59.9 win percentage, like Cleveland, and they're at home against a team with a losing record, they are 8-2 straight up in their next game. Give me the Cleveland Guardians in game number 1 against the Milwaukee Brewers, and we're getting plus money. We're getting plus 110. So the one thing about when you're shopping for value in the Raymond Report each and every day, if you look at the markets right now, you can see it's been a heavy week for favorites, 65.9. So I'm expecting a little bit of a pullback for the favorites, and I'm going to look for a couple of live underdogs, and I think Cleveland is a good underdog in this spot. And you can see this year at home in night games, they are 9-4 straight up. And we're going to take our flyer here on the Ben Lively and the Cleveland Guardians in pick number 1. All right, let's go to pick number 2. I got a perfect system, and perfect to the sense where it's only 5 occurrences this year, but they don't come very often. Now you got Boston Red Sox sending Tanner Hook to the hill against Jackson Jobe of the Detroit Tigers. Now Jobe is Jobe or Yobe, I can't remember, is 2-0 in the year, 4.88 ERA, while Tanner Hook is 0-2, a 6.10 ERA, kind of a bloated ERA, but that's okay. You can see that Boston's on a 2-game win streak. They're 5-5 last 10, while Detroit, they're working on all cylinders right now. 7-3 last 10 games, 7-2-1 to the over. And we look at the Kogos at 54%. Kogo stands for chance of game going over the total. However, you got an A-type team, a team with a 60 or higher win percentage against a team with a 50 to 59.9, and the home team is coming off a loss. The under is a perfect 5-0 for the home team in this spot. So you got an A-type team like Detroit at home against Boston, a B-type team, and they're coming off a loss. Survey says 0-5 to the under. Give me the under in the game between Boston and Detroit, and that is pick number 2. All right, let's go to pick number 3. The team that won last night on the ESPN Sunday night game of the week against the Cleveland Guardians. In fact, Schwarber hit a nice dinger there if you saw that one. 3-0 was your final. Today you have Matthew Liberatore going up against Christopher Sanchez. So battled the Southpaws tonight in Philadelphia. And looking at the line, -175. It's a little chalky, but I do like this spot here. In fact, I got a system that's 80%. That's right, 80% for Philadelphia with Sanchez on the hill. And the system is this. Going back to my strength of schedule, and guys, if you know me in the Raymond Report, I always play the percentages, right? It's all, to me, with parity now, you got to find the percentage play. And you got an A-type team at home against a B-type team, and they're coming off a win. And look at the record next game for that 16-4 straight up. Give me the Philadelphia Flyers, eh? Give me the Flyers. I only wish the Flyers were there for the Philly fans, but no. Give me the Phillies against St. Louis, and we can put it on the board, as the Hawk would say. All right, let's go to pick number 4. And this time we're going to Atlanta, what my hat is I'm wearing today. A little support from my pick here with Grant Holmes on the hill against Jake Irvin of the Washington Nationals. 2-1, a 3.94 ERA. Grant Holmes, 2-3, a 4.58 ERA. Now, looking at the chop shop, not off to the, they didn't have a great start. Let's be honest. That West Coast start was disastrous. 19-21, however, 12-6 at home, 7-15 on the road. Remember, they started with the Dodgers, and then they had San Diego. Wasn't a good start for the Braves, but they sort of turned it around a bit, especially at home, 12-6, and that's where I'm leaning. And again, you got two teams with losing records going at it tonight, and anytime Atlanta's at home against a C-type team, 8-2 straight up. But anytime you got two C-type teams, and the team that's at home with a losing record, and they're coming off a loss, they are 26-11 in the next game. I'm going to go with the Atlanta Braves tonight at a little chalky again, -192. But again, playing the percentages, and it's like buying stocks. You're not going to get the blue chip stocks, Nvidia and Apple and Microsoft for the penny stock. So you're going to have to really shop for value, and knowing that when you're betting these picks, you want to make sure that you're getting good value. You got data backing it up, right? One of our slogans here is we turn data into dollars, and hopefully we can turn this into bucks for you here. So give me the Atlanta Braves. And your final play of the evening, gonna go to a totals pick. And I'm gonna go with former Blue Jay pitcher Yusei Kikuchi against Michael King, former Yankee. -238 is the line, 7 is the total. And looking at the computer forecast here, we got 4.3 to 3.1 over under, 7.49. Kikuchi 0-4 in a year, 3.83 ERA, while Michael King stingy at home, 4-1. Overall 4-1, a 2.22 ERA. And looking at some of the numbers, I like the under in this game between the San Diego Padres and the Los Angeles Angels. As you can see right here, anytime San Diego's at home against a non-division team, 3-9-1 to the under. And during night games, 6-11 to the under. 3-7 the last 30 days at Petco. Give me the this game's at Petco tonight. Yeah. So give me the under tonight between the Halos and the Padres. And Stone Cold would say that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. All right, guys, there you have it. That is my 5 selections for tonight. Do a little recap. I'm going to go Cleveland Guardians plus money, plus 110. I'm going to take the under in the Boston-Detroit game. I'm going to go with the Phillies over the Cardinals on the money line. Give me the Braves over Washington, and give me the under in tonight's game between the LA Angels and the San Diego Padres. And hopefully we meet you up in the winner's circle. Have yourself a great rest of your Cash Out Monday. And the reason I call it a Cash Out Monday is because I always ask my clients, when was the last time you cashed out of your sports book? And if you have to think about it, then you're not doing it right? So anytime you've made some money, cash out on the Monday. It feels good too. You had a good weekend, you're cashing out on Monday, and put just take out some money and have fun with it. All right, or invest it in something else like I don't know, property or stocks. I don't know. Anyways, have yourself a great rest of your Monday, and I'll see you back here on another edition of the Raymond Report. Cheers.